That's it, sir. Okay, now whenever we talk about a scanner, there are different kinds of scanner. Just to give you a small hint, I'll just wanted to explain you different types of scanners. You get handheld scanner, you get flatbed scanner, you get a barcode scanner depending on what he scans. You also get overhead scanners, barcode scanners, and you also get biometric scanner. You get thermal scanners which will scan the temperature of your body during the COVID time, and you get biometric scanner which is used to scan your biometric information. Like that, you have different types of scanners. At least for a basic understanding, we will just write down. Please take down the types of scanners. Types of scanners. You please write down flatbed scanner. Flatbed scanner. This is a flatbed scanner. Whatever the scanner I'm using here, it's a flatbed. Why they call it as a flatbed scanner is it looks like a bed. Okay, so it is called as a flatbed scanner. Sheet fed scanner, where you can insert a sheet and it starts coming out.
Bed,
sheet. 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 Fed.
Fed.
Sheet fed scanner. Handheld scanner. Drum scanner.
So sorry to interrupt.
Okay, handheld scanner. Next is drum scanner. The next is photo scanner, and the next is portable scanners. That's it, sir. I'll be sharing few materials with you so that you understand, and we will go for the practicals. Just because we need to know about the scanner, this is a flatbed scanner what we have in our office. We'll be using this only for a practical demonstration. So scanner is a device that translates hard copy into soft copy. So it translates data on a sheet of paper to a form that can be stored on a computer. Whatever is stored on a computer, we call it as a digital copy. In other words, converting a document into digital format. Data can be either a text or graphics. That means a scanner can scan even text, it can scan even graphics, it can also scan object. You can put your hand and also you can scan. Next, what are the different types of scanner? There is flatbed scanner, there is sheet fed scanner, there is slide scanner, there is drum scanner. What a slide scanner is, we never had overhead, we never had projectors, what we see projectors today, or we never had big televisions. Whenever we had to give a seminar, when I'm talking about my initial days of computer classes, we had to show in a monitor used to be very small. When we had to project it on a big screen, we used to use what is called as slide scanners. We used to put a sheet of paper and then we used to scan it. Okay, the scanned image used to be projected on the monitor. That is what we called it as a slide scanner. Drum scanner will have a drum and a sheet is fed. It starts scanning and the output will start coming out. So most widely used scanners are flatbed scanner, also known as desktop scanners. That means when you go to an office, any kind of an office, they would be using scanner to scan, either scan an invoice and send, or scan a warranty card and then send, or scan a account details and then send, or scan a quotation and then send, because you need your signature also. All these things in an office environment, they make use of flatbed scanner. Most of the flatbed scanner will be color scanner. It will have a open lid like this, flip open, which you can flip and open here just like it is showing. You can insert the page here and then you can do the scanning. We'll practically show you that. It is similar to a Xerox machine. Xerox machine also has a flip open, he inserts, but Xerox machine is not A4 size, it is A3 size. Most of the Xerox machine comes double the size of this. Jumbo Xerox will be actually 4 times the size of this. It depends on what kind of machine you have. So there again it is a scanner, it is a jumbo size scanner. But when I have to scan long documents, that means long rolls of information, then I need a drum scanner. I insert a page, it keeps on scanning and going like that. Similar to a Xerox machine, the image or document must be placed face down on the glass plate of the scanner. That means if I am inserting anything to scan, if I open this, it has to be kept face down like this. So this portion will be scanned. If I keep this way, this portion will be scanned. We will just look into those aspects. Next, sheet fed scanners are those where a sheet is fed like this, it scans and it comes out. These are called as sheet fed scanners because the sheet is inserted. This is flat bed scanner. Yeah, lamination machine also looks like this only, but lamination machine is different, but lamination is also fed like this. The heat and the temperature will always laminate it. Here the sheet is fed it like this, the information is read and it comes out. This scanner is used for scanning sheets of paper. Sheet fed scanner is versatile in scanning. It can do scan bound documents. We can do scan books. Documents should be fed into the scanner. Documents one sheet at a time, it should be fed. We can scan photo slides with the help of slide scanner. You get a photo frame and photo slides, you can always scan it. The basic use of these scanners is digitalizing all the photographs. Cost and effectiveness of scanning is high. Okay, here the scanner cost is also high, and this is for photo scanning, high density photo scanning. When it is required, I'll have to go for this. Sometimes when a normal image is captured, you may not know the in-depth. If a good photograph is being taken, you can also find out the footprint on the wall by using different kinds of a radiation. So these are all about scanner. Drum scanners are used for high quality application. Drum scanners are used to use for photo multiplier tube. Photo multiplier tube is a vacuum tube that converts light into electric energy. Here also it is light energy which is scanning and it is converted into the image. Now we will not go in depth. These are different parts of the scanner, not so relevant. The front portion of a scanner contains a power indicator. That means here on the front portion there will be a power indicator, and the scanner will have a scanner cable like this. It will be, most of the latest scanners will be USB scanners where it can be physically connected to a USB connector. I'll have a scanner connected to a USB, and here is the small D-type connector which goes into the scanner. This is how the scanner is connected. Okay, once the scanner is connected, every scanner comes with its own application software which will be given by the scanner manufacturing company only. This is a Canon scanner which is Canon LIDE 110, and there was a scanning software which was given to us for free of cost by the company, and that software is called as MP Navigator. Please make a note of it, MP Navigator. MP Navigator is a scanning application software. MP Navigator is a scanning application software. Scanning application software. Given by Canon. Application software given by Canon. This allows you to given by the manufacturer, in brackets Canon, CANON. this application allows you to scan the images.
ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇದು
ಇಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್
Sir,
ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಕಂಪನಿ ಹೆಸರು ಕ್ಯಾನನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ
Sir,
allows you to scan using various options. Scan images using various options. Okay, now just a little bit of more information. A scanner is opened like this, the paper is insert, close, and then the scanning happens. Okay, so earlier we had scanners which were connected through what is called as parallel ports. Today all the scanners are connected through a USB device. A USB cable is used and scanner is considered as one of the USB device. There are some where we use Firewire scanner, SCSI scanner, kind of a connector, and we also get a wireless scanner, just like a wireless keyboard and mouse, but you need a connector which will connect. Either it will be Wi-Fi or ultralight, or it could be Bluetooth, one of these connectivity. And there is network scanners. What is network scanners? Just like a LAN cable connectivity is given to the system, your printer also comes with a LAN cable connected. Your scanner also comes with a cable. Once it is connected, it will automatically identify. Now that is it about scanner. So now we have told that every scanner comes with a scanning software. So he opens the lid, he inserts the image that has to be scanned, and he closes the image and he says scan. That is how the scanning happens. Let us practically do it. We will open MP Navigator scanner. I say MP Navigator. The scanning software opens. Okay. So this is the scanner. Here is an MP Navigator scanning software. Once it opens, I'll just show it to you. I'll keep the camera also open in case I need to show you some images for those who have missed the classes. Okay, I'm opening multiple applications, so it is taking little time. Let the scanning device open. Okay guys, here is a scanner. The scanner needs to be opened, and whatever scanning images has to be kept, it has to be inserted like this, and then the top lid has to be closed. Okay, now for all those who have not seen, here is open. I am inserting a book, I am just closing it. Okay, now I open MP Navigator. As soon as I open MP Navigator, it comes and it gives me two options. One is auto scan, one more is photo documents scan. It is as simple as that. Auto scan will automatically scan the documents. It will automatically adjust the settings. Photo on documents allows you to actually use various options and then adjust the scanning. So please make a note of it. Once you open Canon MP Navigator,
once you open
Canon MP Navigator, Canon MP Navigator,
open MP, sir.
Canon MP Navigator EX dash CANON, then scan LIDE 110.
MP Navigator.
There are two options. Okay, once you open Canon MP Navigator EX Canon Scan LIDE 110, I want you to write down the entire name so that you will understand this scanner model number is Canon Scan LIDE 110 and the application software is LIDE 110. For all those who have not, the same thing can be done here also. Okay, now this is the preview. If all of you remember, the scanned image was the book and the front part of the book. Anyway, I'll just show it in the camera for those who have not seen. Yeah, this is the book that I inserted to scan. The first page has been scanned. After I complete this, I can go for the second page. I'm just inserting the second page, and then I'm seeing again the second page can be previewed. Now whatever the first page, I can always select whatever portion I want to scan. This is one of the advantage. I may not need all of this. Maybe if my intention was to scan only the car, I can select only the portion of the car and I can scan. So now I will say scan. It will automatically scan and it will only scan the portion of the dotted or anted lines. You need not always go for preview and scan, but yes, when you really want to see how the scanned image looks like and what is the scanned image you want to see, it will show. Now it has exactly scanned this position, and if I say continue, it will continue, or else I can close and see whatever that has been scanned. I'll just go for one more preview. Okay. ಅಲ್ಲ ರೀಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು.
ತುಂಬ ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ನನಗೆ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೀಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್. ಹಾಂ
ನವೀನ ನೀನು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ
ಓಕೆ. ನಾವು
ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರು ಇದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
Okay, this image was scanned. Now again I can go for another image and I will say scan. Okay, now that this is done, I'll open another card. We can insert as many ID cards, visiting cards, PAN card, Aadhaar card. I will again go for preview. I'll go for open scanner driver. I'll say preview. Now I've inserted identity cards just to have an idea how an ID card can be scanned.
You put in the wrong place.
2023 ರಿಟೈರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Scan.
ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಡ್.
ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ 56 ಏನು ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Good. Okay. I can go for scan another image. I can close this. Exit. One more. Was it plain? Yeah, it was plain.
ರಿವರ್ಸ್.
It's okay. I forgot. Now I'll just say open scanner driver. There is one more ID card. I'll just go for preview.
ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ
I can automatically print.
ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್.
Scanning ಮಾತ್ರ. 2 in 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ you can use scan and print.
ನಾನು ರೀಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆದರೂ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ರೀಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
Okay. Okay. Here is another one. Both cards can be simultaneously scanned. Okay. Then I have a Natraj pencil box. I'll just scan that.
ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಏನು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ನಂದು ಇವತ್ತೇ BBMP ಮೆಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು. ಅದು ಏನು ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಸಾಕು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್.
ಆ ಥರ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್.
Okay. See, whenever I scan, I'll have to have it perfectly inserted, and there should not be any light visible. Otherwise, what happens? It is a light emitting scan. You will have to use a small screen so that no light will fall on it, and then it has to be scanned. Now we will go for one more preview. Preview. You can scan your hand, you can scan images, you can scan photos. Okay.
ಈ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್. ಲೈಟ್ ಫೇಡ್ ಇದೆ.
Light should not fall. ಈ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. Okay. Now if you have a course material notes also, that also can be scanned. We'll just open. We'll insert. So some brochures are there, pamphlets and brochures. You can get it from there. Okay. Now I'll just say I can directly go for scan. We have seen scanning like this. I'll directly go for scan.
ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Preview ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. Preview is only for those who want to see how exactly the scan happens. ಆಮೇಲೆ if I want to crop, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ only pencil I could have cropped and I could have taken a print.
ಅದು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕ್ರಾಪ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ, I'll have to take the cursor and then I'll have to crop. I'll just show you now.
Okay.
Okay, it is scanned. So here is your course material. Exit. We'll go for one of the brochure scanning. I won't go for preview. I'll directly scan. I'll just open scanner driver. I'll simply say scan. Without going for preview, you can automatically scan. Now, how many images you scan? There is no limitation. You can scan 100 images, 500 images, and all the images get stored in the scanning application software. Now, after the scan is over, you can make a little bit of edit into the scanned images. Okay, you can crop. I'll open this one. Maybe in this one my interest was to only scan this lady here. I can use a crop option, what we have used in MS Word, in MS Paint, when it comes to image editing. I can crop whatever is relevant for me. I can say okay, only that portion of the image I can start using. I will say okay. Now I will come to this. In this only for photo was relevant for me, so if that was the case, I can always scan, only crop the photo which is important to me. and then I say okay, that the photo would be scanned. I say okay, the photo would be cropped. Okay, now in this course material, if I had to do some alteration, I'll just open this, double click, I'll crop off this portion which is not relevant. Okay, then I'll say okay. There is an option to rotate it 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, left 90, 90, 90, and flip vertical option is there. Sorry, flip horizontal. This option is there. Crop option is there. You can make use of all these options, and then you could say okay. After the scanning is over, most important is how do you save these images. So please make a note of it. There are two ways of saving the scanned image. There are two ways of saving the scanned image. Option 1, you can save as JPEG file, JPEG file, JPEG file.
Option 1.
You can save as JPEG file. Option 2, you can save as PDF file. You can save as PDF file. All of you please look at the monitor. Here is an option. This allows me to save the scanned documents or photographs into JPEG format. The second one will help me to save it as a PDF. There are two options. When I save it as a JPEG, I can save individual files by giving individually a separate name, or else I can select all of it and I can say save a file. Give a file name. The file name will automatically start being numbered with first photograph with the name of the file with a digit 1, second photograph with a digit 2, third photograph with a digit 3. We will see both the options. What are the important photos? I want this, I want this. This is a plain photo, I may not need this. I will not select this. When I don't select this, automatically here all my selections are displayed. If I deselect all, in this selection it says none of it is selected. I'll select this first, I'll select this second, this third, this fourth, this fifth. For some reason, if I wanted to interchange, I can put this first and then put this last. I can start swapping the images. Now whatever is been saved, when I say save, because I have selected all, it will allow me to save as a JPEG file. But whatever name I give, like I'll give it as Vivekananda Batch. The first image will be named as Vivekananda Batch 001. The second one as Vivekananda Batch 002, 003, 004, 005. And it has an option save to a folder with current date. This option is very important because whenever I am saving the information, I need to know when the scan was actually created. When regularly I keep scanning, if I have a customer, if I have in an office somebody comes and says, last week I think on the 1st of this month you scanned one document, I want the copies of all that. Then how will you remember? The best way is to save in the date. So here under C colon, under a subfolder users, under a subfolder Mallikarjun, under a subfolder desktop, under which scanning classes subfolder, I have a date which is defined as 17/11/2021. Here all these files are going to be, images are going to be stored. I just say save. Okay, the batch name he has given Vivekananda batch. Now what I will do, I will go and show you that folder. I'll come to the desktop. In the desktop, I've told you I have scanning classes. What is today's date? Today's date is 17/11/2021. All these files are available. Okay, I'll go to view. I'll see as extra large icons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the 5 files are available here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can start using it. Now what I will do, I'll come back to scanning classes. I'll close this. But most of the time, naming all the file with one single file name may not exactly tell me what exactly is a scan image that has been created. So what we say, assuming this was an ID card, Oto's ID card, I will select and I will say save, and I will say Oto's ID card, VOTERS ID card. I'll just name it VOTERS Oto's ID card. Close. This one was my 10th standard marks card of Vinay. I will say save. I'll say OK, and I will actually save it as Vinay 10th marks card. Giving the right name is very important. Only then you can always search. If somebody asked me to send an invoice which he had forgotten to pick it up, or I had to get a signature of my manager, I will say afterwards I'll scan and I will send you after I get the signature. Assuming this was the invoice which is signed by my manager, I'll select and I will say save, and I will say OK, and I'll say Advait Service Center invoice of Malik I-10 vehicle, or I-10 vehicle, the name I-10 KA01 EFG. I'll just say save. So it is very important that you save this in the individual file name, but need not worry, all the files will be stored in the same folder, but the name Advait Service Center invoice of. So this way also it can be saved. And another way of saving is save as PDF. What is the significance of save as PDF is, when I am preparing notes or when I wanted to copy all this into one single file, I can save it as a PDF. The first image will be in page 1, second image will be in page 2, third image will be in page 3, fourth image in page 4, fifth image in page 5. This will be a beautiful way of saving. I will say save as PDF. I'll call it as Vivekananda batch, VIVEKANANDA Vivekananda batch scan. Okay, again it is in the same folder. Save to a subfolder with current date. If I do not select this, it will directly put it into scanning classes folder. If I select this, it will put it into a subfolder. I will say save. Let me open. I'll just go to my folder. Here is my Vivekananda batch scan PDF file. When I open this PDF file, page 1 will be the first image, page 2 will be the second image, page 3 will be the third image, page 4 will be the last image. Image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4, image 5. Okay. Now that we have seen automated option, I will say clear. It will clear all the images. I will say close. Now I want to open it. I'm just closing most of this windows. Okay, now I'll open again the MP Navigator because I want to use the default option also. Now I will go for auto scan. As soon as I select auto scan, it opens and it does not give me any option of selecting the resolution. Okay, auto is there. If I want to specify, it does not allow me because I have gone for auto option. So it will automatically select the resolution. I need to just say scan, and whatever is inserted, it will start scanning. Whatever is inside the scanner, it will start scanning. One by one, it will start scanning. After the images are scanned, the saving option remains the same as you did it earlier. Okay, it has scanned the image. I'll just open for the second page. I'll say again scan. I've inserted another image and I am saying scan. It is a 4-sided brochure. I'm scanning it one after the other. Okay, next I'm going for the third page and I'm saying scan. Okay, the third page is being scanned. Now I'll be scanning the fourth page. If I have a brochure, I can always scan and send the brochure. The last page. If I have a very old photo, I want to scan that photo, it could be done. It has an arrow mark here which indicates that image has to be kept like this. And then I say scan. See, when the image is not exactly kept in order, the scanned image will not show in this place. It will be in reverse order. That is where you can use this turn left and turn right. I will just show you accidentally without knowing how to insert the page of what has to be scanned. If I put it in reverse order, I'm deliberately keeping one in the reverse way, so that you understand. Sometimes we may go wrong in scanning by not knowing how to insert the page properly. I just opened, inserted the image, I told scan. I am using what is called as auto scan now. It is automatically scanned, but it has come reverse because I did not insert it properly. Nothing to worry. Open it by double clicking. Right 90 degree, again right 90 degree, and say OK. Now I have all the 4 images. I can simply say save as PDF. Maybe I can give Vivekananda batch scan copy of brochure. Yeah, BROCHURA brochure using auto scan. I can give a very big file name so that I understand what is the content in it. It's very important to professionally scan and know what is the content in it. So let me open my scanner. I'll go to desktop. Here is my scanning. Okay, now I'll open 17/11/2001 Vivekananda scan copy of brochure using auto scan. I'll just open this. Now what it has done, it has automatically scanned the image, taken the first image, put it into first page, taken the second image and it has put into the second page, third image, fourth image. I could have used crop in order to wave out these white patches, because the canvas size is big and the photo image that I have scanned is less. So this is how we make use of scanner. Now let me also give you an idea what all can be scanned. Okay, I will just display what all we have scanned in order to show it to students at least, so that your mind is having an idea all this can be scanned. Okay, I'm just showing all the scanned images. Here is a notes by one of the student Here is a back end of the notebook, classmate notebook. Here is a cropped image of the classbook notebook. Here is a first page of a brochure, PGDCA. Here is a photograph of one of the student, and here is a notes of one of the student. Here is a notes of one of the students scanning and printing. Here is a brochure of hardware and networking. Here is a one of the brochure of hardware networking. Here is one of the brochure, hardware networking brochure. In a pamphlet, I have cropped this image and I have scanned. Free customer care executive. We have one more pamphlet scanning. Here is Puneet Rajkumar's frame, which we scanned yesterday. This is interior designing brochure scan. This is one of our pamphlet scan. This is one of the photograph scan. You can get it of high resolution. This is his birth certificate. This is his transfer certificate. This is his 10th certificate, 10th marks card, 10th certificate, English course brochure, one small 1/8 size pamphlet which talks about SAP course. Okay, next we have backside brochure, what we share it with the students. This is actually Samrani box which we actually scanned. The Durgeshwari Samrani box we scanned. It comes notes. It's a Samrani box which I used to do puja. Material. One of the student she wanted her hand to be scanned. The student is Vidyadharini ma'am. She wanted her hand to be scanned. Brochure. Tally. This is my old certificate of 10th standard. A very old certificate issued in 1991. 40 years old. 90, 20, 30, 40. 30 years old. Here is my cumulative record. Here is one of the other students whose hand is scanned. A tally brochure, notes, matchbox. A small matchbox image has been scanned. And our office certificate has been scanned. If the scanning cable is not connected properly, you will get black marks like this. So you will have to connect it properly. If I want to view this, I can always change this. Yes, here is my brochure. Here is one application. Here is interior designing. Here is one debit card. Here is a back side of a notebook. Here is a certificate. Here is one of the front page of the notebook. Here is two hands. Even astrologers, they take a scan of your palms and fingers, and then they predict. You need not personally go. On a video conferencing, you can scan your image, scan your data and give it to them. This is one of my diary 2021. This is N95 mask. I had a wrapper which I used to scan, and this is a Sadhguru's Adi Yogi photo, a small photo. If you guys can see there, what is that? Frame. This has been scanned. Okay. Classmate notebook. One of the old photo of mine which is scanned.
Where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, looking so cool.
Motu. I was looking. Okay. Now course material. This is one of the visiting card. This is one of our brochure which we have scanned. Anyway, for those who are seeing the camera, see a small image like this. A small image like this, it can be scanned, and you get the same image to a clarity which is unbelievable. See, look at the clarity. And one matchbox what we scanned, you will be surprised. It is a matchbox.
You can show that Samrani.
Okay. Here is a small matchbox. Eagle. This was scanned and we got the image there. So scanning can be used in order to collect more information, and there are a lot of softwares also which could be used. Let me show you this Eagle one. The matchbox which I showed. Yes, see, this was that matchbox, rupee 1 matchbox. Okay, so I have an idea. I have scanned some notes also. If you scan and if you take a printout, even with a ordinary good printer, it will look like a original note only. Most of them will not identify if the paper is quite good, exactly to the thickness of the notes. This is one of the agarbatti, Mysore sandal agarbatti, where Sir M. Vishwesvaraya photo is there. We had scanned brochure. So I am giving you an idea that everything can be scanned like this. Here is my passbook which I have scanned. Okay, so please remember, scanning is very important when you are working in office. After you have scanned, how to save the images, that is also very important. Let me show you a PAN card scan. Okay, Aadhaar card scan. You need to have such scan images all in one scan, like means Aadhaar card, one PAN card and this photograph. Afterwards you can crop it and separate them. So lot of such things can be done. Here is my Autos ID card which I have scanned. So here is a note which I have scanned. I did not crop it. If it was cropped, it would have been of good resolution. These are some of the books, Swami Vivekananda books which I had on my table. Here is my 100 rupee note which I had scanned. Okay, so scanner can be used. These are few of the visiting cards that I have scanned. Keep this in mind. You should be aware of scanning. You should know how to scan, and simultaneously please also remember, if I am not taught you about this software, the software what I am actually using now is Photos software, which is inbuilt in Windows 10, which is used to view photos and edit photos. You can also edit for photos here. I can say edit, and I can crop this photo, assuming I wanted to crop and pick up a photo. Cropping can be done even in MS Word, cropping can be done in MS Paint, cropping also can be done in the scanning software itself, because the scanner gives you that option. Here also it allows me to scan. Okay, so I will just go for crop, assuming I just wanted to crop this portion of the image. I'll just crop. See, it has come with a good resolution. Now assuming I just wanted that Bharat Mata photo, I'll just scan, and the rest of it I can discard. I can say save a copy and save it as a copy. So after it has been scanned, you can save it. So this ends the scanning classes. Or once again we will try out a few of the options of opening it and closing it, so that you get used to it. I'll say clear, I'll say OK, I'll just say close. Every time I want to start, MP Navigator, open the scanning software. There are two options. One is auto, one more is where you select all the settings. If I go for I select all the settings, I'll have to go for open scanner driver. I can go to preview, first preview and then scan, preview and then scan. This is the option. Or directly come here, open scanner. After you have closed this, here also you can start scanning. This is one way. Or else when I go to auto scan, I just click here scan and it starts happening. So please remember these options. After you have scanned the images, you can save the scanned images in two ways. One is you can save it as a JPEG, one more you can save it as a PDF. And before you open where you select all the default options, you will have to choose the resolution. Let me change it this way. If I want to save this, I can always save. And remember where you are saving the scanned images. When you're working in a new office, you scan and you are not finding where the scanned images are. That would look way